The pieces of cloth in this case don't look that important. They're dirty, they're falling apart, not very exciting to look at. But they're really awesome pieces in our collection here at the Niagara Falls History Museum. These coat fragments were dug up at the Drummond Hill Cemetery in 1893 when the construction of the Soldiers' Monument began. Now, since we know where they were dug up and we know when, we can speculate on how they got here. From the information we have, we know the officers were casualties of the Battle of Lundy's Lane, but what's truly unique and rare about these is we can dig a little deeper into the night of July 25th of 1814. If you look at the pieces, you can tell by the buttons and the lace that they were worn by officers of the 89th Regiment of Foot. The 89th Regiment was one of the regiments that fought here at the Battle of Lundy's Lane. They were in the area of where Drummond Hill Presbyterian Church and the Battleground Hotel Museum is today. The casualty returns of the 89th Regiment at the Battle of Lundy's Lane are appalling. Out of approximately 400 men of the regiment that fought here that night, 254 are killed or wounded or missing. In 6 hours of fighting, that's 63% of the regiment is wiped out. General Drummond wrote that during the battle, many of the regiments rallied around the colors of the 89th Regiment. The colors are large, square, 6-foot flags that were carried by officers of the regiment. They're used as a rallying point in a battle, and they're really the anchor of the regiment. And they're the most visible object on any battlefield. Regimental history states that at the beginning of the battle, Lieutenant Latham was carrying one of the colors of the regiment. Latham had joined the regiment on July 25, 1811, and had been an officer for 3 years, and more than half of them spent in Canada. During the heaviest part of the fighting, Latham was killed. Immediately when Latham was killed, Captain Spunner stepped forward and picked up the flag from the dead Latham. Spunner was a 13-year veteran of the British Army. He had joined the 89th Regiment on July 23rd of 1812, but didn't arrive in Upper Canada until June of 1814, and Lundy's Lane is his very first action with the regiment. Captain Spunner is also shot that night carrying the colors of the regiment, and his body and that of Latham's are collected, put into a shallow grave on the next day on July 26th. If you'd like to see this artifact and learn more, come to visit us at the Niagara Falls History Museum.